Green light. Go, go, go.
It's all about humanity.
Anyone who can hear me, just loading everything up. It seems that we missed the quali. I'm sorry I'm late, but we will have the race starting in a few moments. I just gotta get a quick update from the guys and see what's going on here. Alright guys, we're getting going now. Two minutes away from getting you guys a bit of information here. Or less. Alright everyone, welcome. You are here for round 3 of Odyssey Racing League GT3 America's West Coast Championship. We are at Laguna Seca this week, and it is a nighttime race, as you can see on your screen. So this is pretty exciting stuff, Unfortunately, due to some personal
30 seconds.
complications, calling the just plans I had on the side, there is we're a little bit late here to the party, but it's all right. We can see that the starting grid, based on qualifying, is Eric Alvarez in P1 in the Honda, Vladimir Rybkin in P2 with the BMW, Nathaniel and Joel P3 and 4 in the Porsches, followed by Phil Krauthios in the Aston, Alexander in the Porsche as well, Christian there in 7th in the Honda, followed by Justin Turk and Fizzy Bublik in both Porsches there. We're going to cruise along with the cars. This is going to be a very weird graphic for you guys, but as we go down, RSA Scott P10 with the Ferrari, followed by Sergei Karpinchik in the McLaren, Ryan Luke in a Porsche, Chris Rise in the Audi P13, Bradley in P14 with the BMW, and finally Tanner Morrison in P15 with a Ferrari. So let's hop down into the helicam and see these guys go. Welcome to the guys in the chat, Daniel Edwards and Spudimus. Hello, thank you. Glad to see you guys in the chat here. Oh, right. So yeah, they're just going down their first lap. I will forewarn you guys that at about, give or take, 10 minutes into the race, I'll have to do a brief intermission. I will just leave this on the auto cam. I won't actually make it, invisible to you guys. I'll just have to step away from my PC for just a couple minutes there. But here we go. I am sure the qualifying was exciting. Unfortunately missed it, but if anyone is interested, I can always play it at the end just for the sake of it. But that's only if there's people in the chat interested, otherwise I won't even bother. It seems that someone did send me a replay, so I will be downloading that. For anyone who's interested, if you go into the description, the first link there is Pitwall Live Timing. You are able to witness the live timing of this event through Pit Wall. So if you're interested in seeing all that stuff and seeing the gaps, the fastest laps, fastest sectors, it's definitely interesting. You get a little bit of a map up on your screen there, and you can open up the YouTube stream in that window. You will not be able to use chat, but you can still see what's going on with the timing. So very interesting feature. That's Pit Wall Live Timing. It is the first link in the description. So these guys are already almost done their lap, as you see them all lined up there. Again, it is a night race, so all the headlights are on. Some of the guys have their rain lights on, and it looks like they're about to get to that checkered flag to start, or the green flag to start the race.
Green light.
And away we go. Laguna Seca, America's West Coast, as they come up to turn 1. Let's see how this goes. We're going to stick in the heli cam. Looks like the front is going to do okay. Let's look at the mid-pack. Overall clean, it looks like. I don't see a lot of even rubbing going on there, so pretty good. A little bit of wide turns, but seems to be alright. Looks like maybe Chris and Tanner got into it a little bit, but nothing too serious. A couple overtakes. Chris is off the track, but it's early in, so there's tons of time to let that play out. So good start there. To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure what's going on with the classes up there. I believe the white is the pros and the gray and the red are the AMs. This is a 2-class race. I'm not sure what the silvers are doing in there, but it could just be a glitch on our end. So just note that the red is AM, and so are the gray ones, and the white should be the pros, I believe. Looks like we got a Ferrari off there, RSA Scott. Not sure what happened to him. Let's get a quick replay, and it's not even on him. Alright, I'm going to have to give you a better one because we missed it. My apologies there. There we go. There we go. Now it's actually on him. It wasn't on him before. Looks like Tanner may have had an issue as well, so we can hop back on a replay. Looks like he just lost it down the corkscrew. Unfortunately, it is a little bit chilly at night most times, and the tires are probably a bit cool, so yeah, it's not going to be an ideal situation. As soon as this is done, we can go and see what happened to Tanner as well. Oh, it looks like he may have just gone off. Yep, okay. We caught the tail end of that there. Yes, but you're going to have to definitely get some practice in, even a little bit, just to get a feel for how it is at night. It is a little bit tougher. We got Alexander. Looks like Fizzy. A couple guys off the track over there. Not exactly sure what happened to him. But, yeah, just was off in the dirt there. Sorry for the unnecessary replay. Fizzy must have made some contact with him. But hopefully these guys in the back can do some recovery driving and get themselves back up to the front. Nathaniel is having a little battle here, chasing down Phil. They are the closest gap, with the exception of Chris, Rise, and... Oh, Alexander is off again. Not his start. Not what he wants to be doing. Looks like Tanner had another issue. Wow, this is a little chaotic for these guys. Let's see what happened to Tanner here. Looks pretty good through that bit. Where is the issue? Corkscrew round 2, I take it. Yeah, he lost it too. Not a good spot for those Ferraris, apparently. Hey Rich, you ready for tomorrow? Absolutely not, dude. This is not a season where I get to practice, which is part of many of the reasons why I'm in the AM class again. Not only because of the staffing, but because I am worse than people think I am. So anyways, we got Eric Alvarez in P1 with the fastest lap of a 1:22.6. Alvarez will be too humble to admit this to you guys, but he actually set a pretty decent lap the other day, and he's got it up on YouTube. So if you look up his YouTube channel or look in I think the Clips channel in Odyssey Racing League's Discord, you'll see Alvarez put up a video of him doing a 1:20.9 on this track. So I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to get a landslide victory on this race. I'd actually be surprised if he didn't. He's got so much practice, and if he just keeps it going and keeps it steady, he should do well. He's been putting a lot of hours in practicing. So, yeah, won't be surprised there. Seems that, as per usual, my preview screen has a live chat, but it doesn't have the live video, so it is what it is. Anyways, let's look down the grid here. There's a bit of a close one between Turek and Price. It's always so much harder to see these guys at night, and they don't all have. It doesn't look like all of them have the their rain lights on. And apparently, I'm getting an ad, even though I'm supposed to have ad blocker turned on. Interesting. Alright, so I lost the live stream on my preview screen. Not ideal for me. So I will not really be able to see the chat for a few minutes until I get this sorted out. Alright, there it is. Looks like I got it. Definitely delayed. Poor quality. But as long as I get the chat, we are all good. A little bit of a tight spacing here between Luke and Rise. An Audi and a Porsche. We're going at it. Gotta love the dirt on the lens. Let's hop on to an onboard with Ryan chasing down Rise there. His tracks. Oh, there is. Sergey is off. Let's see what happened to him. And he just loses it, unfortunately. It's too bad for him. It's a tough spot, you know, that area to rejoin as well. Not an easy spot of the track to rejoin. It seems like the cars have spaced themselves out quite a bit. There is a bit of closer vehicles in the mid-pack here between Joel and... is that Christian? Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 cars there. We got, we can watch for a little bit. Alright, so we're almost 10 minutes into the race, guys, and it looks like we have a pretty mixed bag of cars, positions out there. Go back to this and see if there's any close battles. And let's get out of the helicam, because I know that's probably a little bit annoying for you viewers right now. Alright guys, I'm going to throw the auto cam on. As I mentioned, about 10 minutes into this I would need to take a quick break. I will be back, but I'll leave you on the auto cam. And we'll see, hopefully it gives you guys some good footage, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. So it looks like Alvarez is still in E1. Then we got Rybkin in P2. He's within sight on the backside there, but let's see. Now let's hop off the auto cam here and let's just go right on to the closest battle, Sergey Karpinchik and and Ryan Luke. Let's see how this plays out. There is a yellow. Looks like Tanner Morrison is just having a bad day out here. Let's go watch that replay. Looks like he was off for a while. I hit the 30-second replay there, and he's just not his race, unfortunately. Looks like we're gonna get Tanner into the GT Academy to help him out a little bit with handling that car. So RSA Scott also having an issue. These Ferraris are not liking this nighttime Laguna. Really not sure what's happening with these guys. Let's see, does he just lose it going up the hill? Oh, it clips the sausage, the one that you're not supposed to hit. Yeah, that'll do it to you. That will do it to you, unfortunately. So it looks like Tanner Morrison's a couple laps down. We'll go back to this battle between Sergey and Ryan Luke. Ryan Luke doing pretty well, but he does have Sergey looking for the overtake. Sticking his nose in. Looks like Chris Rise is going to be the first one to take a pit today. Or this is him opting out of the race. Sorry guys for the silence. Just trying to sort some stuff out on the back end. Looks like we have one driver out of the race. Chris Rise parked in the pits where he will probably remain for the rest of the race, and 13 left on track. We'll see how these guys do. There's no real battles going on, so I think for now I'll just throw the auto cam back on, just so we can see different updates around the track. This might be the closest bit of Morrison being chased down. And we can look at the front end of Bradley going down the start straight section of the track. A little overtake there on Morrison. You can see he has a back marker. Sims Mnuchin still being chased down by Ryan and Luke there. We can go watch that battle for a little bit, even though it seems that they are a little bit apart. Is that who it was? No, Mnuchin's being chased down by... Oh, Phoenix. Nathaniel, who's way ahead of him, so he's being lapped as well. Double lapping situation there that we just witnessed. And we got Justin Turek chasing down Karpinchik. Sure, that looks like Karpinchik may have gone wide, and Turek just stole that position. I'll have to make up 40 seconds to catch up to Joel Price. But we got Joel catching up to Christian, who isn't too far behind Cryo. So this is probably the closest bit we're going to see on track right now. Unless I got a yellow from Tanner, he might be off. Again. We'll just stick with Christian here for a moment and see if Joel can close that gap or if Christian can close that gap on Phil. Looks like Christian is starting to close that gap a little bit on Cryo. And Vladimir has completed his pit stop and is on the track. Looks like most of the grid is completed the pit stops. We're just waiting on 5 more. It is not the day for Tanner. He's, yeah, we see these yellow flags popping up from him quite a lot. Looks like Nathaniel's got his pit done as well. He's in a pretty good position. It actually looks like he may be in the top. I think this guy needs to be bumped up a class. It looks like he's doing very, very well out there at the moment. Alvarez has got a drive-through. That's unfortunate for him. He must have hit those limits a couple times, unfortunately, which is too bad. He's just exiting the pits, or just went down the pit road just now. He already did his pit stop, so yeah, he must have just gone off there. Too bad for him. I thought he was a sure one for the win, but I guess we missed something when I stepped away for a few minutes. Yeah, it is a little bit tough to keep focused on this. Oh, Alvarez is off again. What's very interesting. I wonder what's going on with him and him out there. That was I really, honestly, truly thought he was gonna win this by a landslide. I called that so wrong, guys. So he had a pretty strong hit. I'm not sure if he's gonna park for the race, but we'll see if he so happens. Morrison just got himself a stop-go 30. So that's quite interesting there. Yeah, not ideal at all. Let's go look at Nathaniel now. He's pretty close to Vladimir. And those guys are both done in their valid laps, so I think the battle for P1 is between them now. We have Joel, Christian, and Phil in the top 3 without their valid pit stops done. We got 18 minutes left in the race, so we'll see where these guys come out. It's looking pretty good for Vladimir, though. Nathaniel, definitely, we're going to be reviewing this guy. He's doing exceptionally well right now in this race for the AM class. So Alvarez is still in the pits. I'm not sure if he's calling it or if it's due to the damage from the time spent in pits. But he does also have a drive-through. No, it looks like he actually backed out, unfortunately. Yeah, I assume Stop and Go Through is speeding for the pit lanes. It seems we don't have any stewards this evening, unfortunately, so there's no incidents being called. But yeah, it is unfortunate that that happened to him. Always unfortunate. But we'll just keep trekking on, watching this little battle here. Nathaniel putting the pressure on Vladimir. It's good for you if the Porsche's OP. Well, the Porsche's OP if you can handle it, you know. That's really what it comes down to. I'm wondering if Morrison is also dropped out. Yeah, it seems that he's out of the race as well. So we lost Alvarez, Morrison, Rise, and I'm not sure who the other one was. But we'll see what happens. Scott is just a second behind Bradley in the back there. They're fighting for that 10th position. Fortunately, all these guys are going to get points. But I just want to showcase that for a second. Quick look at Christian chasing down Joel. I wonder what these guys are going to do for their pit strategy, because they are getting pretty close there. And Joel's not too far behind Phil, so this could get interesting for them. There is a bit of a traffic mix-up there between them of Sergei Karpinchik there between P1 and P2. So it'd probably be wise to see Joel and Christian pit, but I guess they both didn't take this opportunity. Joel is going to be slowed down by Sergei a little bit. Personally speaking, I probably would have used that as an opportunity to pit, but we'll see what happens there. Good consistent battle here. Nathaniel and Vladimir, and Scott still chasing down Bradley. So we'll see how this one in the back of the pack goes. Two possibly silver drivers. Yeah, again, not 100% sure what is going on with the classes, but I presume that all the whites are the pros. And I don't know if the silver numbers are the AMs or if they are in fact the silvers. I believe they are the AMs or the rookies, depending on how the game puts them in there. Pit entry is tricky. Yeah, it is. It definitely is a tricky pit. And also the exit too, because the exit's fairly long. And you gotta go all the way around sort of that first or second turn area. So it does get a bit tough. Let's go look back at Nathaniel and Vladimir. So there's 3 battles on track right now. We got Christian at Joel, which is this one right here. They're just, they keep pulling and getting close. We'll see what happens with Christian. He's 1.3 seconds behind Joel. Then we got Nathaniel, who's 0.1 second behind Vladimir, and it seems that he ended up getting overtake going wide. We'll see if Vladimir can find a way to get that back. There is contact side by side. Not sure that's what they want, and we just got blocked off by a weird camera angle. Bradley is off the track, so that battle is over between him and Scott. And what did I just miss? A little bit of an issue here. We're going to watch a 30-second replay as they come around to where Bradley was off the track. We watch that first switch back there as they go side by side, Nathaniel and Vladimir. And they come around to, I believe this is where Bradley was off the track, or is it the next turn? Oh, that, I couldn't even see the Dunlop sign was in the way. Was that an unsafe rejoin? It might have been. Which is unfortunate for Nathaniel, who's doing very well in this race up until that point. Having a really solid battle with Vladimir, and don't know what to say about that. Christian is now really close, 0.5 seconds behind Joel, so that is currently the closest and only battle on the grid. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Nathaniel, if he's going to decide to rejoin the race or not, as well as Bradley. We'll see what happens to those guys. They're both parked in the pit right now. Quite a lot of incidents going on in this race. Not sure what to think about all that, to be honest. Christian is doing very well. He's holding his own, and he's definitely up there among the pros. I can't remember if he's a silver or pro in the Americas, but he's doing very well. Definitely putting a lot of pressure on Joel. As Joel just overshoots that. It looks like Christian kind of overshot that as well. It's a heated battle. Can't really blame them for that. Still not sure when they're going to pit. There's just over 10 minutes left in the race tonight, and it's going to be very interesting to see where they land after the pits are done. Looks like Vladimir's not far behind him, so this could be his race as long as he holds it together in the last, say, 8 laps of this race, 10.5 minutes. Sorry, I just knocked the video off my screen again, so I don't have the chat. Bear with me a moment. Yeah, hard to tell. This race started off with 15, and we may actually only end it with 9, which is terribly unfortunate. Looks like Nathaniel has been passed now by RSA Scott, who was 2 laps down. And Joel is pulling away a little bit from Christian, but we'll see how long that lasts. As I said, they've gone back and forth. Joel is now, seems like he might be closing the gap on Cryo. We'll hop on board with Christian just to get a little perspective here. Again, surprisingly, they haven't done their pits yet. I guess they're waiting for the absolute end, but I'm not sure where that's going to stick them on the standings. What's the pit strategy for the top 3? Honestly, man, I have no idea. I have not even the slightest clue. I guess they're all going to aim for a late 1 liter top up on the last possible lap. So the pit window in this race seems to be the whole race. I don't see a pit window on my screen. It's supposed to be a 46-minute pit window. It seems that it's not the case in this one. So I guess that they're just, yeah, doing the last like possible minutes. Oh, it looks like Turek was the, was that Turek off there? Or no, that was RSA Scott. Again, those Ferraris just not having a good day out there. I guess he's looking for his opportunity to rejoin. This battle here now growing a lot closer due to that spin out. The 3 of these guys, I don't know what they're going to do, man. They're going on another lap. Just under 8 minutes to go. They probably have 4, 5 laps left. 6 depending on where the leader crosses the line. And so within these next 5 laps to go, are they really going to just wait till the very end? Are they going to go in together? Are they going to break it up? We got a disqualification. Not exactly sure what happened there. Looks like yeah, not sure why the disqualification. We'll have to look into that. That seems pretty random. So yeah, we're down to 9 cars in this race. And this is really the only battle. These 3 guys who have not yet done a valid pit stop. Looks like Bradley's gone back to the pits. I wonder if that's due to some damage from his spinout or if he's also thrown in the towel as well. Yeah, looks like he's 6 laps down, so I think he's throwing in the towel. I think I already mentioned that, and I'm repeating myself. Yeah, he's out. Christian is now doing his pit stop, so that's good to see. So see if he can come out and get a couple good laps with some clean air to separate himself. He might be coming out close to Turek, depending on... Yeah, no, it looks like Turek's going to get a gap on him. So he's going to be with some clean air. He may be able to get a jump on Cryo and Joel if those 2 guys stay out there. We appreciate the broadcast showing my team car, Christian. Well, there you go, man. I'm glad I can make it here for you in time to at least stream the race. And it looks like Joel is taking his pit stop now as well, so we'll see where he comes out in comparison to Christian. That's going to be very interesting. Christian is in 5th right now, so we'll see what happens after his stop. We'll look at Vladimir there, who is coasting around way far ahead. He's got like almost a sector. Not quite, maybe. Actually, yeah, he's got almost a sector on Turek, who's now in 2nd, or going to be in 2nd after Phil does his pit stop. So Joel's come out now, actually in a pretty good position in front of Christian. So Christian's actually fallen behind a little bit. So I wonder if his stop was just a little bit longer, or if he didn't have a very good outlap and fell back. So I wonder if this is the lap where we're going to see Cryo decide he's going to take his pit as well. 3.5 minutes, or just under 4 minutes left to go, and this is kind of the only lap. Yeah, there you go. So he's going in now as well. So we're going to see. Let's look from Joel's perspective here. And we'll see where Joel lands when Cryo is coming out of the pit. Let's see how this plays out. So Joel's coming down the back straight before the start straight right now. Passing the entrance. Cryo is now just exiting the pits right there. So now he's gonna go run the pit lane, and Joel's just side by side with him right now. Who is going to come out on top here? That is a good shot. Oh, Cryo overshoots the pit lane. He may get a penalty for that, depending on how the game treats him. So he's fallen behind. That was an unfortunate exit. That was a really good shot, though. Wow, lost 5 cars. Yeah, man. We actually lost 6, technically. Chris Rise has been parked for the whole race. That's an unfortunate entrance to the track for Cryo. He's going to see if he can make up that time in 2 minutes, but I don't think he's going to be able to. So let's just go from the top down. It won't take us very long. There's only 9 cars out there. We got Vladimir Rybkin in P1. Leagues ahead of everyone else. 22 seconds on Turek, who's in P2. Then we have Joel Price, who had an excellent pit stop and got lucky compared to both Bill Krauthios in P4 and Christian Machili in P5. And then following that we have Alexander Minuchin, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, in P6 in that Porsche, followed by Sergei Karpinchik in the McLaren. Then we have Ryan Luke in P8 in his Porsche, and lastly we got RSA Scott, who hasn't had the best of luck this race. Buckley heading on Friday. See you in June. Yeah, man, I hope you have a stellar trip. And if anything brings it to Calgary, Alberta, let me know. I know that's not on the agenda, but I hope your trip is fantastic, and we'll see you in the summer for more racing. Yeah, Scott has not had the best of luck this race. He's a couple laps down. He's hit the sand quite a lot. Overall, I don't think this race exactly went to the way everyone else predicted it. Unfortunate for them. We still got a battle here as we go into the last bit of the race. It looks like this is the last lap, as the leader, Vladimir Rybkin, is now on his last lap. Bill, Joel, and Christian, all within 1.5 seconds of each other, or within 3 seconds, all 1.5 seconds apart. And this looks like it might be the finishing order for those guys. Valiant effort for all 3 of them, but Joel seemed to have the best pit stop, or best luck with the pit stop. So that's gonna go to him for the P3. Turk in P2, and we'll watch the rest of Vladimir's lap on board. Well, Buckley, keep me posted. If you don't have access to Discord, send me a message and we'll connect with the phone number. And if it works out to my schedule and things magically line up, we'll grab a pint. And here we go. Vladimir is about to cross the line. And he is going to be the winner of round 3 at Laguna Seca. What a race, guys. I'm sorry I missed the quali, and I missed a bit of the race. Here comes Turek looking to get a quick last lap on Karpinchik, who doesn't seem to want to give it to him, but there he goes, letting him by now. And there goes Turek passing in P2. Then we'll have Joel coming across the line, followed by Phil and Christian. Good for them. There's Phil, there's Christian. And then Alexander will be coming through the last little bit. We'll just take a look at RC Scott as he will be crossing the line first, but still finishing in P9. Congrats to him for... Honestly, this race was just about finishing, to be honest. It was more about finishing than anything else. We also got Ryan Luke, who's going to come across the line next. And then we'll see Alexander Minuchin following in a little bit. There he's flashing his lights. Glad to have finished. It was a tough race for all these guys. Lots of spinouts. Seems like lots of contacts. I'm sure we're going to have a couple reports. But yeah, good race from all of them. There's Minuchin right there. What a race. Yeah, so Busy, Chris, Morrison, and Nathaniel all bailed out. Alvarez ended up with the fastest lap, but he bailed out, so I don't know if that's going to count. Bradley also bailed out, and Chris Rise. I mentioned that already, so... yeah, too bad. Too bad. I will throw this on a brief intermission. We'll see if any of the top guys are in the VC, so bear with me. Alright guys, so I'm going to let the replay go here. It is only 8 minutes long, so I should be able to find someone who may want to hop in for a quick interview. Looks like the winner isn't here, but Turek is. We'll grab him real quick, and then we'll close it up. Justin Turek, you're in the commentator booth.
Oh,
you came in P2. Unfortunately, Vladimir wasn't here for an interview, so I grabbed you. How do you feel about that race?
It was nice. I completely screwed up my qualifying, and early on in the race I swapped tires by accident, so I'm really surprised that I made podium.
Well, you know, it seemed like a bit of a chaotic race for most people. How do you think it will be for the rest of the week going forward?
It does seem like a difficult track for most right now, so it might be a little hectic tomorrow and Thursday.
Yeah, so given that there's actually, I think, 6 guys actually quit the race, do you blame them all? Or any of them?
I mean, I wish they kept driving. I don't know exactly what happened to some of the drivers. I did see like some penalties handed out and then they stopped driving. It's quite unfortunate, but it is a difficult track at the same time.
Yeah, nighttime plus the track being difficult anyways makes for a lot of challenges, I guess, right?
Yeah, especially as there's no lights on the track, so
Yeah, that's something
really
I was
easy to
thinking
screw
about
up.
too. The visibility is atrocious. So maybe we'll reconsider doing this one as a night race in the future. But
Yeah, maybe.
but yeah, I'll let you go back with the boys, and you have a good evening.
Thank you.
Alright guys, I'll leave that. Daniel Evans, that was a rather interesting race. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad I can make it to stream at least the race. Excuse me. I will just give a quick shout out to our sponsors. I won't give you guys the whole spiel. All of our sponsors either are in our Discord. They're either got promo codes or we have referral links for them. There is a channel in the Discord. I believe it's called League Partnerships or ORL Sponsors. Something to that effect. Let me just double check so I make sure I get it accurate for y'all. Yeah, League Partnerships. If you go to the channel called League Partnerships in the information category of our Discord, you can find all the information on all of our sponsors. So, firstly, one of my favorite ones that we have is Go Setups. They are the best setups for Odyssey, or for ACC. Really, really enjoy using them. They're pretty much plug and play. You just you purchase them one time for the car, and you have like an unlimited license for downloading and free updates if they do change anything or they have to make changes based on the game updating. So it's worth getting, and they're plug and play. You set it, you select the setup and you drive and you go, and it's great. So just love to shout out those guys there. We have Rogue Energy. You can get 10% off of Rogue Energy, the gamer's energy drink. 10% off for a checkout using the Odyssey Racing League discount code you can find in the League Partnerships. We have Esports Furniture, also have a discount code for that for 10% off. We have, and I think Esports Furniture, Go Setup. So we have ACC Drive. This is a great tool for doing team racing, as well as having the nice overlay replacements on your game. Stuff like the tire wear just gives you a little bit more information. So definitely recommend ACC Drive, as well as your teammates when you do endurance races can be the ones that manage the pit stops instead of the driver trying to do that stuff on the fly. That way the driver can focus on driving and the team can take care of the setup. It gives you all the information of the current tire pressures and temperatures, the different the ambient temperatures, and other stuff like other drivers' fastest laps and fastest sectors, so you can compare all that data on the fly amongst your team. ACC TV is the streaming tool that we use here in Odyssey Racing League. It is a great way to see all the information in one place. You can see the deltas between two cars, so you know if there's a good battle going on. It makes it red so you can see it. It gives you all the yellow flags, so you know who's off, and all that, and red flags as well for who's crashed. And it gives you easy access to quick replays, which you often see me do. I just click one button and it gives me a 10, 30, or 45-second replay, which is very, very handy. So that's ACC TV. Both ACC Drive and ACC TV we have links for in the Discord, where you can try them out. You can get a trial of ACC TV for 14 days. And you can also get the referral link for ACC Drive as well. And we have a merch store. We have fresh clothing and attire for all y'all. Sweaters with your name, number, and country flag. And blankets, sweatpants, hats, t-shirts, all that good stuff. Get your fresh threads for the summer. And when you go out, people will know you mean business because you're wearing Odyssey Racing League merch. So check that out. Other than that, guys, honestly, I'm just gonna let this ride out for the moment, and then we will close it out with some tunes. And that's it. We hope to see you guys. We have races. Actually, I'll give you the schedule. So tomorrow we have a race at 8:30 EST. It is the AM Rookie North America, or the Americas race. And then Thursday, same thing, 8:30 EST. 8:30 p.m. EST, it's the Pro Silver race. And then on Sundays, we have both APAC and EU, so check those out, they're a lot of fun. All of them should be streamed. APAC, we're still working on commentators for it. Any of you guys know anyone who may want to commentate, get them in the server, get them in touch with myself or any of the other admins. So yeah, I'll let this play out to the end, and then we'll throw in some tunes. Thank you guys who are left for being here to watch this, and thank you for your ongoing support of Odyssey Racing League. And we will flip over now, as you see the race finish, we'll flip over now to some tunes. Thank y'all very much.
Fingers stained with blood, been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality, driving all day, searching all night, can't seem to focus this double sight. This is a tale sworn in a sight, finding my way back to
specific frequency.